I've come to terms with the fact that you don't have an average job.
You guys having fun at the convention?
But we haven't seen you in months.
What happened to your eye?
Somebody fouled me at the game.
What game?
The one you missed.
And summer break's just a few days away.
We should do something. Strictly family time.
Come on, kids. It can be an adventure.
Let's do this.
I am just so happy that we're all together.
Hey, city boy.
Hey.
Get out of here. Let's go right now.
I understand protecting your sister, but there are other ways to handle things. I left my phone.
Hutch, no.
Yo, I like your way better.
What the hell, Hutch? On our first day?
I think I stumbled into something.
You're vacationing in an old bootlegging route, full of drugs, crooked cops, and one woman who controls it all. You didn't take your family there, did you?
Yeah.
You'll want to de-escalate the situation.
De-escalate. No escalating. Guys, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm here on vacation.
Find this nobody.
Scorched earth.
I just want a break.
There's no way you were just some family man.
We all have different sides. But most of all, you're a dad. Go fix this shit.
I told you.
I'm on fucking vacation!
Good morning, Owasso. This is Chad with Owasso Live, and this is the Morning Loop. Yep, I went and saw Nobody 2 the other day, which, was all right. It was a decent movie. It's definitely one that I could care less if it, I'm not going to go see it again in theaters, and maybe I probably wouldn't buy it, maybe I would, but it was something if it was on TV I would watch. So it's a decent movie. It kept me entertained throughout the theater, but again, not something I'd be interested in going to see again, might not even buy it again. So that's my 2 cents on it, but for those of you that don't know anything about Nobody, or in this case, Nobody 2, it's basically John Wick, the John Wick story, if his wife didn't die and he actually retired and had a family. And that's kind of the story behind the original Nobody. And the sequel kind of picks up because in the first one, his family has no clue what he does or what he did for a living. Like he works for his father-in-law at his father-in-law's company. Nobody respects him. Nobody likes him. They all think he's like just this nerdy, no care in the world guy. And nobody knows what he nobody knows what he did in the past. So he has no respect, just nothing. So, and in the movie, his daughter's bracelet gets stolen. People break into his house, beat him up, beat his son up. And he has an opportunity to take him on, and he doesn't do it because he realizes that they're really desperate people, and he doesn't, just go completely crazy on them. And, his son thinks he's a loser. Everyone makes fun of him for not doing anything about it. And he goes back and gets revenge on him, and He's going to go back and they stole his daughter. That's the funny part. He stole his daughter's watch, little kitty cat watch, and he goes back to get it, and looks like he's going to kill them. Then he realizes that they're stealing money because they have a sick baby. He doesn't do anything about it. He just gets the watch back and leaves. But he's in a really upset mood because he didn't do anything about it. He gets on a bus, and a bunch of drunk dudes get on the bus, start harassing everybody and a girl on a bus. And one of the guys on the bus is a Russian mafia guy's son or nephew or something along those lines. And he beats them all up, and basically the kid has to breathe through like a machine from now on out. And the Russian mafia ends up going after him, trying to figure out who he is and what's going on. And so, it's this real badass, stay at home, not stay at home, but like a badass like dad that everyone doesn't respect him, doesn't like him, and it's just him, that's what was made the first one so cool, was like discovering what he did and like that he has this hidden rage and anger inside. And the second one's okay, but his family knows who he is and what he does. So there's like no secret or mystery behind him anymore. Just other than, discovering like this town is corrupt. So it's just like discovering what's going on in this town is the most interesting part of the movie, which, it's just corrupt town, corrupt sheriff, corrupt mayor, run the town. They're running drugs for the lady that we see in the trailer that you saw there. And, that's really just about it. There's like nothing too crazy about the movie. It's all completely predictable. Nothing, too crazy. But the big scene that happened in the first one was a bus fight scene in the first one. The bus fight scene where the Russian mafia guys, and that's what this scene is right here that you're kind of seeing on the screen right now. Instead of a bus, it's a boat or a pontoon fight that they tried to recreate from the first one. So, yeah, it was pretty good. It wasn't the best movie, but the first one is definitely the good one. I've got the Rotten Tomatoes scores pulled up here to prove it. So here's the first one, Nobody, the original, 84% on Rotten Tomatoes and 94% on the audience score from the first one. And again, it's Bob Odenkirk from Better Call Saul, which he was a great cast for this because he does look like just, the average dude. Like, there's nothing, he's not a pretty boy. There's nothing, like, that stands out about him. Like, whereas Hollywood always has to pretty boy everybody up. Like, he was the perfect, I'm just an average dad kind of cast. Like, nothing crazy about it. Like, you see Mark Wahlberg in a movie. Oh, yeah, he's an average dad. Doesn't really work out that well. Then we have this one, which again didn't do as great. It still did pretty good. Like I said, the what's it called? The reviewer tomato score 78%, and the audience one gives it an 89. So again, but you can't. It's hard to strike fire twice. And two, again, like the whole point of the first one was nobody knew who he is or what he did. So that's what made the first one cool. Whereas this one, his family all knows what he does now. And he goes back to being an assassin again. So literally, it's literally John Wick, except if he had a family, his wife didn't die, and he had a family, and he stayed retired. I mean, that's literally what it is. That's the big joke behind all these movies. But it's still pretty good. Like, again, it's just something that I'd say it's a decent movie. It's on the scale of, great to good to average. It's an average movie. There's nothing that just jumps out about it. It's completely predictable, as all old classic 80s action movies are. It's just like, oh, corrupt town, he's got to fight the corrupt town and stop everybody by himself situation. So nothing too crazy, but it was all right. It was an all right movie, but I've got a few memes pulled up from it, so we'll talk about that. So we'll go to that next. Yeah. Which again, there it is. It's John. It's the guy that's looking at another girl meme, except it's John Wick is with him, and he's looking back at Bob Odenkirk from, the new Nobody movie instead. Just like, yeah, it's literally John Wick, except if he had retired. Which that's the joke that everybody makes. I mean, it's a great summary of that movie. It's like what if we took John Wick's character and he did become like just your average, he just retired and became your average dad and no one knew about it, which kind of speaks to like, it speaks to guys like, to especially to older guys that have families, just like, you know, nobody, you're still dangerous, you know, we're still dangerous. Like you're holding back the monster is like one thing that girls don't understand about guys is like, we're literally holding ourselves back from the guys that we could be. We could be these evil, you know, not evil, but, you know, these monsters that just lose control and attack people. And it's just like, we are holding ourselves back. There is that, you know, certain feeling that guys get from that. Which is why the first one did so well. And it's like, so the second one, you know, just like, he's not holding back anymore. He fights everybody. Like, it's literally him holding back in the first one. That's why the first one was so good. And then this one is like, there's no holding back anymore. He's just like, I'm going to go crazy on anybody that kind of disrespects me. So that's why it's kind of lost its luster in this. But yeah, I like this meme right here. When your mate leaves the pub before buying his round. And that's the scene from the first one where he's fighting all those dudes on the bus. So that's why that's so good. But that's pretty much all I have for today. I just wanted to keep it short and light. I was really just took a break this weekend just from all like internet and reading news stuff this weekend. So I didn't really have much to go on. This is why I did another Monday movie review. But yeah, but it was a decent movie. I'll see if there's something else that comes out. I might go see that Primal War that came out. It's like Jurassic Park set in Vietnam. So go check that. I might go check that out this week. But that's pretty much all I've got for today. I'll be getting this back into the news because it was a really slow news week besides like the Trump stuff. And like it's the same thing as always. It's the National Guard. It's that guy that's hit those people's going on trial. And he has to have a translator while he's in trial, which is insane to me. But we'll get into that. See if any other like breaking news happens this week. But that's pretty much all I've got for today. So this was Chad with Owasso Live. This was the Morning Loop. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you too can stay in the loop. But I'm gonna play us out with the original trailer for the original Nobody. So that's pretty much all I've got for today. So I will catch you all on the next one. So I will see you later, everybody.
So they took $20 and an old watch? Did you even take a swing?
No. Could have taken her, Dad.
I wish they'd have picked my place.
You had the drop on one of them. Why didn't you take them out?
There's a long dormant piece of me that so very badly wants out.
What are you still doing here, old man?
I'm gonna mess you up. It's been a hell of a day.
You can see that.
I used to work for some dangerous people, but I left it behind to start a family. Hey! I might have overcorrected. They came after my family, and you don't do that.
They stole my kitty cat bracelet.
Give me the damn kitty cat bracelet!
Who are you?
I'm nobody.